For placement. All right, well, thank you very much, gentlemen. It is now time to get into our final game of the day here for the PMCO Global Finals 2019, day number 1. Let's get that plane roaring across the sky here as we head to good old Erangel, the grassy pastures, and let's see where all of these teams are going to drop. It's time to head over to our commentator team. It's Pansy, it's Rich. Take it away.
We are back on the classic Erangel. Everyone knows and loves it. These teams from all of these regions about to clash and try and take their home territory, whether it be Pubg, Roshok, Yasnaya, it doesn't matter. It's all going to be fought for. And we've already seen one of the top tier, one of the favorite teams being 1v4'd. Crazier things can happen. And maybe we could see something like that in the final game of the day.
And of course, what a wonderful map it is to round off day number 1 here on Friday. Martin touched on it on the desk. This is the map that everybody knows. This is the one where it's the OG. You started off here, you know it like the back of your hand. Will we see some more disciplined play? Will we see some more, potentially even just careful and passive approach? No compound rushing. Or, for all we know, it could just be madness. Everyone could just dump on into Pubg, and we could have hell on earth once again.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see which team is brave enough to go in towards Pubg, take that central point to set you up perfectly for those rotations and that circle hit coming in. It looks like RRQ, Athena might be looking towards it, but is anyone else going to join them? Anyone dare to take the challenge if they do go for this? I'm looking around, and at the moment, it looks like it might just be theirs. I'm looking towards Yasnaya. I see potentially 2 teams and a southeast circle, almost centralizing on Milta. This is over by Shelter, though. This is in the kind of underground bunker. There could be early battles, but it's above.
Uzi will initially fall. Unique finds Synab, he's gone. It's an instant confirmation underneath Shelter, so there is a response at least. Fortunately for PRK, the Brazilian killers, they're going to be downwind of this. They will potentially lose a second one. Fusey just bleeding out here. Baraka awaits on the angle and holds the corner. See if he can get a quick and easy kill onto somebody on the way down.
Well, I would say when you're in this position, especially for the player on Unique side who's above, you can't go in there blindly. You picked up that first, that's really good work. But then to go for more gets a bit risque. It's very hard to find that clean entry point. Now, if he does have a teammate beside him, Kitsu's not far away. Maybe there's a chance, but this is bold. Very risky maneuvers coming in, maybe feeling confident about this.
No helmet makes the whole scenario 10 times worse. Me personally, I don't really think you need to press this advantage. You've already got 2 points out of it. You know, you don't have to go for the okay. That's the confirmation of the earlier knock.
Very nice.
You could disengage from this one, grab the vehicles, regroup with your team, and continue the fight.
But it's hard now. Where do you take yourselves for that additional loot? I think the rest of their team for Unique is over by Prison, so maybe they can consolidate as that position got questioned. Now, Yasnaya has 2 teams in it as well. You're not seeing the team on your screen. I think it's SSG over here towards the eastern side, whereas this team are over towards the west. So a bit of a divide when it comes to it. Now, beyond that, though, actually, vast majority of the teams are within the circle we're seeing. Kitsun's got a car.
Can he hit it? That's the question. 3 times will do the job. So he's Mytek in the distance as well. And these are just warning shots for the remnants of BRK. The last 2 players alive, just running for not only deer cover, but some kind of gear, because they'll be extremely underlooted, extremely under gear. They're going to lack meds, bullets, bandages, everything else that goes along, even weaponry and utility, to be fair. Just want to roll it back for a very quick second, Lauren. I mean, this 1 versus 4 that we saw, it was wild, it was wonderful. But it was on RRQ Athena. It was on the reigning world champions. It shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. You should be going for the refrag at least, even if you allow 2 players to get knocked, the 3rd one should be there for the follow-up. What will that do to the mindset of a team? Yes, they are still in the lead by a good 12 points, but it could have been, as John said, so much more.
It could have, but you can't dwell on that as a player. You have to move on. It's game by game, but we need to get back to what's on the screen, because these guys are hunting. They're not just sitting back, they're chasing down BRK. That's kind of insanity. That's almost rude. It's almost cruel at this point. BRK disengaged, they backed away. And look at old boy pushing further forward, maybe catching a glimpse of Mytek there. Not too sure if they got a full bit of vision, but they certainly have a good idea where they've gone towards. So they're going to be swarming this one already over by the tower. 2 players set up for this. I think Mytek knows what's happening. Clearly heard that buggy pulling up, understanding there could be danger ahead. But are they going to compound crash this one? They might be. Kitsu's trying to get in towards position as well, further back, but here comes the crash. There is at least one player in this building on the stairwell, and oh no, Old Boy might be in danger here. Has to go past the teammate, gets the confirmation on Barrack, and where's the trade? Where's the other player coming in? No, Mitek isn't there.
Still on the opposing side. Old Boy still with no helmets. It was always going to be danger, and that's why he sent the player with the level 3 in first. Let him take the main hit, let him take the bullets. Goes for the fall, instant refrags there. The res will come through, and now it'll be Mitek in a 1 versus 4 scenario. I would usually state that these are almost impossible, but you know what? After the last game, I'm open to anything. Show me what you got.
Here come the nades. A little too far on that one, but already Yash is in the building, gonna go on the aggressive push. UMP as well, nice. And up close and personal, perfect. Mitek is pretty sweating bullets here. Gonna go for the pickup on one, but is this gonna be time to strike? As Susie peeks that doorway, he knows he's in trouble. Surrounded on all fronts, he's in danger. He can't make a mad escape. They're already spotting him, but wait, there was a grenade in hand. Mitek's made it out the window, and he's got the kill to follow up off the back. But can Old Boy put him down before it's too late? The good tag, but the frag is there. And Old Boy makes up for the mess that almost happened.
Finally, the entire squad wipe is real, but it's not without damage. You could see what happened just on the observer mode. The one player, the grenade in hand, was cooking it for the window. And as soon as you get the audible cue, he jumped, went for the knock, goes for the confirmation, picks up the point, removes one player from it. But unfortunately for the Brazilian killers, they are all dead. 16th place here in game number 4. Circle. We haven't really touched on it. It did fixate more towards Milton Power, maybe if you could see a central point around that lumber mill kind of area. There is still a little bit of Sosnovka in. It could swing over to Novo. There is potential. It would be a very wild transition. You'd more than likely expect this to be heading towards the south. But with how much water is in play and with only one team being over, as BTR Rise and the rest of the boys over in Novo, this is going to be one massively, massively condensed circle in the north.
It is, and the team we were just discussing, RRQ Athena, I think everyone who watches the mobile scene already had eyes towards this team as being arguably one of the favorites flat out. Now, after that last game, it is going to be a matter of trying to not tilt, get back on that, good performance, just going to wipe it from the back of your mind. Yes, you may be frustrated. Yes, it's not the result you're looking for. But this could be a time to make up for it. Ooh, that car. But yeah, this is the time to make up for it. This is where we go, okay, we're the favorites for a reason. Let's show exactly what we can do when we're put under pressure. Let's really rise up to that challenge.
You'd expect them to have a good head on the shoulders, especially, you look towards the resolve and such. They are world champions for a reason. And they are suited to going into this as one of the favorites to win this all. But any given day, when something like that happens, any team can be prone to tilting and losing a little bit of composure. You'd have to expect them to be able to deal with it, brush it off. The only real problem comes if somebody starts blaming another person, if the IGL wasn't there or listened to, and it was a broken push at the end of the day. They went individually rather than as a unit. It wasn't a clear and sweep. I mean, hell, they would have guaranteed second, maybe even bagged another first. Could have been a lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda and all that lot, but you have to move on, you have to crack on, and we have. Roncho, Mini, 6 times, just scouting uphill. This will be in kind of the ditch area. It's very open and sparse all around. There's no real way to push up against it. There is a little dip up towards the right-hand side. You can make something happen. Maybe you get a marksman who just knocks someone through the window. But still, you can't really push and advance on this compound where they are. There's total safety. You're just going to ask to die if you pull up on vehicles. So for them, it's try and find people on transition for now. Pick up individual points.
I love that. Getting able to see it from the player's perspective really is cool. I love this setup here. Been a big fan of it now. We've already seen that Unique do happily challenge anyone nearby. Now, SSG, very good player in Juicy, looking at what they can achieve here. Maybe just scouting out that compound. This is very much prime territory. And that's the replay from earlier. That's Unique starting off the aggression up against the Brazilian side. And that aggression never really stopped. They kept pushing. They kept being aggressive the whole time, hunting them down. So again, if SSG want this fight, they better be prepared for what could come their way.
Yeah, from Mitek's POV, been able to just hear the grenade in hand and then push at the right time. Not the best gun in the world to be going up close and personal with. Yes, the M16 is nice.
Circle, Rich. Have a look at that.
You're better off using it at range. That is, yeah, that's a lot of water still in play. My word. Okay, so this is, we're looking towards Milta Power, somewhere around the town city, maybe even Milta Relay Station or minute. Oh, wait, hold on, Unique.
Unique are in danger. They're going past Lapis, but there's already another player on the other side. So the spray trying to get that through the 4, but doesn't quite land it so well, but might have line of sight here once they crest over, and they do. It's Planet. That's a big pickup. Can they get any more on towards Unique? Trying to make it away. And actually, yes, you cannot overextend here. So many eyes already around Milta. Having a look through, you can see everybody. As soon as you make noise, they'll turn around and they'll spot you out.
That's another team completely. I thought it was going to be returned. What? That was an instant tag to just warn him in the window. So Novo from the DP get damaged at distance. XQF again getting involved with the third party there, did some damage. ARG just feeding this information, needs to be careful and remember in the back of his mind that there is an open avenue of sight up towards Unique should they sit on the cliff faces, and this is the whole point of being a pro player. You need to know where these line of sights are, where you're open, where you're exposed, where teams can sneak in a bullet or two and do damage to you. Having a head on a swivel in PUBG Mobile is absolutely pivotal.
It certainly is, and as the circle closes in, we are seeing just pretty much maybe 2 teams not within the new one. Looking at RRQ Athena, they're still kind of just leaving Pachinki out towards the east of it at the moment, and there's still a team in the water coming past Novo. So this battle towards the east of Milta, this is kind of on the coastline that leads out towards that, I guess, south of Mini Milta Power, around that area. This sort of loot situation has about 2 or 3 teams that could third party each other, that could get involved in the fight. You have Unique up on the hillside, you have Nova, and one of the Nova players already just got knocked by, I think, Paraboy, slightly further down south from him, and then there's a team up by Lumberyard. So the lines of sight are very much covered. You can't engage on one without being careful of the other. Now we'll see where the likes of RRQ Athena go towards, because a lot of the prime territory, all those big compounds you want, the central ones, aren't really available anymore.
Soul have got a bit of a job to do to work their way down this hill. Yes, there is a lot of trees that you can hide behind for cover, but it's certainly a downhill battle. Nova, should they have the scopes, they will definitely have the line of sight, be able to do a tremendous amount of damage to them. Don't forget as well, just lingering in the distance, we do have Purple Mood. Once they get involved in this one, it could be a bit of a crash from an unexpected angle. 3 times on the AKM. Provided a single taps that thing, it should be fine. Otherwise, you spray, it's just going to look towards the sun. Soon killed me. Okay, nice.
That's a good sign. I like it. I'm sorry. There's no mercy here, though. No mercy.
I think that's PUBG as a game, right?
Pretty much, it is. Survival.
Even in the advert with the dude in the bunny costume is a solo, but they still put him down.
Yep, cute little bunny. Anyway, the circle has come in and is going just north of Milta is the central point. That's the new one. So all the teams who went towards the outskirts, towards Milta, towards the far, southeast, they've all got to move in here. So the teams who went for these compounds early are pretty happy, if I'm honest. They'll be pretty, I guess, impressed it's going to come towards this point. And now Sol, we want more from these guys. We really want to see them do well, and they are engaging towards Nova. And Nova aren't looking so good at the moment. Look at the HP, it's very low. They've already been damaged. Bandit's down a little low, AY's down a little low. They've got to be careful, and Viper are going to keep them under pressure.
I like how you said that, because that's his job right now. With the 6 times in the minute, just keep these guys at bay. Keep them occupied and focus fired on him while the rest of the team repositions, because it wasn't the best place in the world to kind of kick it around. So be able to consolidate themselves, get together, maybe even reposition. Keep them at gunpoint, hold them back for now. He has the advantage, and all the rest of them have to shoulder peek towards him. Still, this fight down low outside Milta is back building. ARG and XQF been for a while. SSG's also thrown into the mixture here. Mixed bag of teams. The powder keg scenario where one team will engage, and then the third party will just strike at the right time, pounce and mop up whatever's left and get involved in it. It can be super, super messy. And this is the problem with this circle now, because there's so many teams alive. Every single nook and cranny on the map is taken. Jasper on his own, away from the rest of the roster. 2-1-1 split. Same goes for ELG. That's a 2-2 split. You need to take as much arm's reach into the map as possible, right? Try and take up as much land grab and position as humanly possible to deny any point of entry for other teams.
Yeah, and we're about to see everyone pretty much being in the new circle. Team Queso just about made it in. They were the ones in the boat going all the way around Sosnovka Island. So they managed to kind of make a land, and they've worked their way through. And they've actually, I think, taken over Mini Milta for now. That's not ideal, but it's home, and that's all you can really ask for. All the teams currently here, and it looks like we have seen Old Boy catching a bit of a couple of bullets, so maybe he's not in the best position, maybe overstepping, maybe being caught out in transition somewhere.
All quiet on the western front for now. Teams just feeling each other out and reading the lay of the land. Who's kicking it where. TES up against the blue, the backsides will be nice and safe for them. BLM finds contact, initial one's there, DP, Ryzen finds Angry. That's that Milta battle we've been seeing for a while down in the town. The knock is real, and again, you might now see other teams engage and approach that scenario. Now they've heard the initial bullet, now they know someone's knocked. Can we get involved and mop up?
That's a huge hardship. This circle is going to be an absolute killer. When you guys see this, it's all gone east. It's kind of around that lumberyard area, just to the south of it. All these teams instantly realize that it's time to move. We need to get over there. Look at this position. Look at this rotation. ELG were in a really good spot. They were up by lumberyard already, so they can just kind of shuffle around a little bit, get to that prime spot. But this is going to murder so many of these players on the way. There is not enough room for everyone, especially with that field down towards that southwest side. Nova now get to become kind of gatekeepers as well of this road. If anyone tries to come past, they should be able to shut them down, but it's going to be a crash from Zooms is already there. We already see them coming in, so now Nova need to be aware of what's coming their way. They've got to be careful because there's so many players coming on by. And now CZ getting up close and personal. They're going to be rushing this one. They want their own house. They want their own home. But Nova might just say no. I see nades in hand. Angry's fighting back. That's towards Rose. It's all going crazy now. Milta is right. And Xiaoji already going to take down one. Big pickup for Nova. Going to readjust position, move around, find a new angle, sprays in. That's a second. He can't get any more, but excellent play already coming out as Zooms tries to make up for the loss. But here comes the rest of Nova, trying to avenge their fallen teammate just at the bottom of the stairs. They're waiting to go. Narwin's holding this one down, tries to buy some time with the grenade, puts it down to the bottom, just going to slow down the hit. But uh-oh, if that nade comes through, that could be good. They're doing damage, but will they dare push up the stairs?
Nova do lose one, and it looks to me like they want revenge. They've been held back here by the utility. The grenades are down the stairwell. Jasper's still bleeding out. They're all on tender hook right now. They don't want to go running up the stairs. Again, corner peek. Oh no!
Nova, when's the push gonna happen, guys? They finally got the revive. AY, he's up for it. He's gone in. He's a madman. He's pushed this. That's incredible from Nova. Straight up the stairs. Goodbye, the other team.
Zero fear. Runs up the stairs. The nade actually hits him, doesn't give a damn, and just lays them out one by one. Confirms the kill, takes the team out. Yes, they lose one, but it's well worth it. Not only do they keep a pivotal compound here in this circle, but they pick up some points and a placement to boot. We now hop on board with SSG 6less. Last man standing here for the North American powerhouse. Watching, waiting. Kill feed, keeping an eye there. 6-9 themselves. That's a grenade pickup. They've only readjusted up to the top of the lumber mill there. RRQ Athena only at the front point.
I just saw one of the RRQ players get knocked. Where is that? That could be a bit of an issue. I don't see that player on the screen, so where were they? Were they split from the rest of the team, maybe? Yeah, it looks like they were, and now you can see the push coming in. This could be a bit dangerous for them. There's a lot of players on this hillside. They need to be careful. You don't want to lose out on players here, especially after that last game. They want to come out with a really strong performance, and this could slow them down.
You'd have to assume that that was potentially from down low then. I mean, they're all here at least so they can consolidate themselves and get themselves back on the feet. Quite a sparse amount of teams all playing edge. Again, that central point is quite open, the lumber mill area. See 3 teams, maybe could say Nova as well. Circle once again.
Wow, there is so little cover here. There is...
Yeah, it's basically you have the little yellows on the roadside on the west, and then everything else is just filled with some trees. That's it.
This is about to get a bit of a brutal battle in front of us. Nova succeeded in theirs before, but now that was just the battle. The war is in front of us and they know it. They got to try and work out how they want to move through this one. So many shots through this smoke. They still have some vehicles, but they now need to decide, where do we go? Where can we go?
I legitimately think going to the center of the circle here is the safest point because everybody's going to play edge. Everyone will just sit, they'll play border control, they'll wait for teams to arrive. You have to go central. There's a couple of rocks there you could hunker down.
Oh, all three players in one. This is so rough. And actually, wait, no, look at the timing. Look at the timing. They managed to get to a really good compound just as the other team left. Nova thanking their lucky stars for this one because SZB just left their last compound to crash this one. And now they've got a fight in front of them. Years is at the door. Fireboy's there. White Cat's there. And White Cat just found George. This could be go time. Knocking on the door. TES had a brilliant performance in that last game, second place. Can they do more?
Grenades flying through the windows, holding back for now. Who has this come out? Wait for the up close and personal engagement. Is that grenade that he's cooking in the corner could be amazing! And it is! That could be the warning sign that they needed. They're all gone, they're all dead! Stick of dynamite, just post it through the letterbox. Bye-bye, boys. What a fantastic wall bounce that was.
They are just the team slayers at the moment. They've taken down so many squads. XQF Coolboy there trying to keep tabs on the battle down below. The smoke's can only last so long. Gonna be finding Natic. Can he find more? Cats beside him. It looks like XQF are on the cleanup and they're getting it done. But there's so many other players nearby. They've got to be very careful.
XQF still going strong here. Coolboy with the confirmation. Ryzen will fall. Paraboy straight moves on to Soul as well. Back to back. What's Paraboy doing with a DP? That's two individuals. Double knock. There might be an advancement, so just keep an eye on the kill feed. Flashing, Mohad, they're both here together. White Cat still continuing the barragement. Pull up on the side though, Nova. Enemies are at the front door. Another challenger approaches. They managed to stay alive for so long, but how much damage can they take? What is their gear like, their utility, everything, their armor? It's nice to see them surviving, but eventually, you've just got to count your lucky stars you've come this far.
Circle pushing everyone closer together now. RRQ Athena in danger. A player's been knocked. Jimmy's been knocked as well for XQF, so they're not out of the trouble just yet. But look at Cat, so ferocious. They want to take them down, spraying into that smoke, hoping for this. Justice, though, on the play, going to be surely caught out here on the cross. 1 HP is not enough here. The play zone will take him, but Cat was certainly the challenger here.
Through the smoke, it might give you some sort of level of defense, but it also proves a point where enemies need to be aiming for. They know you're going to be hiding in there. Yes, it's okay for now to hide in, but one grenade, and it's an easy couple of points for any team that want to lob it your way. Bandit, you can see heals going down in the back, stims going up. Got to be prepared because it's time to move. Circle has shifted. Everyone's still playing on the edge. We've only got one player center circle. This is about to go off. This is madness.
Yeah, then the ridgeline stops here. RRQ Athena know they have to put those smokes down, but they're in trouble. They've got so many teams looking their way. XQF is the main point of danger for them. Fireboy towards Mystic, and you can see Senior here trying to eye up that team in front of him, using the car for cover. Time to move ahead. They're getting tagged up though. Ernie's in danger, and this could be problematic. Coolboy's finding them, and there's Fireboy coming in as well. This could be the downfall of RRQ Athena. That would be a huge upset.
All the DPs in the kill feed. The 762 is ringing loud and proud here. XQF, they've got a nice bit of a foothold, especially when RRQ want to make a move. Senior with the UAS. Put it in a position up against a tree to give them defense. Even if it goes up in smoke, it at least gives them something to hide behind still. G9 hiding in the back foot. Spots one, nails him through the grass. Where's the rest of them? Sixless in the back. Leader fall simultaneously. And as we say that, during all that fight, 6-9, they go down, they're dead.
Looking at this one, Jimmy's there. That's Senior going down. Senior confirmed out of it. Cat claims that, and it looks all but over. Unless maybe Ernie can do the unthinkable, we'll see. That man has shown some real prowess in those last couple of games, but there's still 8 teams standing, 20 players in this tiny area. Sixless still doing damage for SSG out of nowhere. Lost one alive as well, but you're seeing the play zone picking up a lot of these players. There's simply nowhere to go.
I mean, who has the strongest point here? If you go central,
ELG has to.
There's no one really near them, I suppose. They do have to come downhill. So he'll be exposed to any people on the south, but the south's so condensed. This is what happens. He's one-on-one.
Ernie.
Whoa.
Dangerous player, finally put down by Coolboy. It looks like XQF have won that battle unless G9 can do something. No, it will be RRQ Athena down.
Oh, he's loving life, I say that. There's a response, and finally he's put down. Not laid to rest just yet. Fireboy, you can see the grenade. He cycled it, it's in hand. Smoke, it's up, it's over. Does it do any damage? Ronak, he falls. Hits the deck as Ming answers back onto Paraboy. The grenades are being thrown across, and XQF, they're just at the mercy of every single team looking onwards towards them.
Yeah, and we are down to 4 teams now. Sixler still doing damage. Where is Sixler in all of this? How is he still alive? He's up towards the northwest, kind of more west than anything. He's been such a nuisance to so many of these teams. And his team fell so early on. Leader again, he's still going.
What is this? Where is he in all of this? It's on the angle. Behind enemy territory, so he's a solo player. Still holding it down for his team, and also bridging him into the top 4. Fair play, fair play.
Top esports, after that last performance, maybe feeling super confident because they've come out of this and in a really nice spot. 4 alive, still have that southeast side control here. And they've been doing some damage. They've been getting some kills. That's years towards Ming. Ming down again. Not ideal at all. Sixler's creeping forward. You can see Ming there bleeding out, confirmed. That's Coolboy picking up, so they get the points.
Kills in the bag for years. Another one falls down. Sixless does confirm it. Picks up the point. 9 kills so far for TES. This is a brilliant game. A win on the board, which should sit them pretty at the top potentially. Depends. RRQ and XQS final position in the final point.
Sixless!
Again and again.
This guy's the assassin. Look at him. Cat has no idea. Sixless appears from the grass, destroys the opponent, and fades back into black. Looking for the next way forward, but the blue's pushing him forward. Does he still manage to keep doing this? The nades coming through now. XQF looking worse for wear. Surely this is a TES game, but I wouldn't put it past him. There he goes. A valiant attempt from Sixless, but Coolboy's had enough. And now we're down to 2 teams, 6 players currently alive, but you can see the vast majority of them, TES, maybe spurred on from that last game, feeling that confidence, seeing what just one of their players can do. Let's find out what 4 can.
Coolboy trying to get to Cat before the bleed out's there. I think, they've allowed him to get the heal, which is fair play. The res should be a real one. Spraying through the grass, trying to find, they have a clear idea of where they're going to be at least. But top, they have 4 players, and they have all the utility in the world to use.
It's utility time, it's nade time. XQF against the odds here. It's a 2v4, it looks unlikely. Top Esports has every angle covered. This would have to be a heroic performance from Coolboy or Cat, and I just don't see it happening.
Quiet before the storm. We're out of time. Yep.
It's time to go. TES, they know they can just wait this one out. They have the players. They have the position. Can they finally get that win? Coolboy and Cat working their way forward. Slowly but surely. Their backs are to the blue, so they have to creep slightly further in. They're going towards the southern side. But did they spot White Cat? Yes, they did. Cat beside Coolboy, gonna try and help out there. You can hear the shots ringing through. White Cat's found a bit of cover. Not gonna be spotted out this time, but now they know their positions. This is where it gets deadly for XQF. Cat and Coolboy. Nades start coming in. White Cat's on the move as well.
Every time they fire, they give away the position even further. That's why the nades are starting to ring now. White Cat's still damaged. Touching from that blue. We will be going down.
What?
There's one, Lauren.
Cat's got one. No vest, but still has a helmet. So damaged, so broken. Not able to get the confirmation on that knock, but that's beyond the point here. Cat and Coolboy just trying to stay alive, trying to do everything they can. There's the confirmation. And now it begins. A 3-on-2. It's suddenly become becomes so much more possible. This becomes truly doable if they can get that first pick. But here comes the blue. It's time to move forward again, slowly but surely. Oh! Can you believe it? It's a 2-on-2 out of nowhere. Fireboy is just watching his team get slaughtered. What's happening? The blue's now moving in. XQF, suddenly, you could argue they have the upper hand here, but their gear is so broken, so damaged. Can they do anything with this? Where's that next spot? Cat looks for the peak, spots out Years, takes him down. Here comes the counterplay though. Top Esports on the push, spotting out one. Cat goes down. It's Callboy, still alive. He's doing everything he can for his side. And a 1v1. Oh, can you believe it? What a play!
They do it! All the odds stacked against them. 4 versus 2 scenario, and they come out on top. What is this madness we're having on day number 1?
Welcome to PUBG Mobile. This is the caliber of play you can expect to see.
XQuest is on the adventure of their lives for game number 4 as they are able to take the victory from the clutches of defeat as well. In the 4v2 situation, they make it happen. You need a sword, don't go alone without one, because this is a well played out 4v2. What a way to win themselves Erangel. Gentlemen joining me, Seven, John, Avenger. I didn't think they were going to be able to do it, but after the prelims and after constantly seeing the same names at the top of these lobbies each and every time, XQuest get themselves a win on the board.
Yeah, and it's actually one of the teams that I mentioned before the game started. I said they need a strong game. They need to go ahead and get the win to get started, at least to get kicked, because they were consistent. They were placing high, but they just weren't able to get the win. So I'm pretty sure this, as the final game of day 1, is going to be a huge confident boost for day number 2.
Also considering RRQ Athena didn't have a good game, this is going to most likely put them in first place after the first day here.
Not only that, they had a phenomenal number of kills in that game.
Absolutely
I think they were
insane.
sat in the start.